Hello, I'm Barb with Just Be Stamping Paper Crafts. Thank you for visiting my channel today. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and today I'm sharing a project for the Night Angels Global Video Hop. Our theme this month was to use one new in color and one existing color, so I created this project with Pretty in Pink and Garden Green. Let's get started. I am using a new bundle, Layers of Beauty, which has a stamp set, dies, and coordinating decorative masks. The large floral image is beautiful and so easy to color with these stencils. I used just two inks, Pretty in Pink and Garden Green, and was able to create dimension and depth by building the colors. To start, I stamped the floral image in Garden Green onto a piece of basic white cardstock. It is a large stamp, so be sure to apply pressure all across the block for the ink to transfer evenly. These stencils are so easy to use, with numbering on the corner to help guide you through the process. Starting with stencil 1 and Pretty in Pink ink, I blended ink gently across the open areas. After inking up my brush, I blended a little bit on my scrap paper first to ensure the ink was evenly moved around on the brush, and then took it to my cardstock. This is really the fastest way to color a stamped image with ink and a blending brush. Then I switched out to stencil 2 and, still using the same Pretty in Pink ink, added another light layer on top. I repeated this again for stencil 3, which gradually added subtle shading to my flowers. You could also use two different inks to get a stronger degree of shading, but I was sticking with the challenge for this month's theme and using just one ink, and wanted to show how you can really stretch your supplies to get a depth of color by building it up in areas. I followed the same process with the Garden Green ink for stencils 4 and 5 to color the leaves as well. Once fully colored, I die cut the image with the coordinating Layers of Beauty dies and my Stampin' Emboss machine. Next, I created my card base, and all of the dimensions for this project are in the video description below. I embossed a panel of basic white cardstock with the Cane Weave 3D embossing folder and added it to a panel of Pretty in Pink cardstock. Next, I took a strip of in-color DSP in Pretty in Pink and layered it onto a piece of basic white cardstock just to give it some strength. And then I glued that panel onto my card base. Next, I had added my strip of DSP to the front of my floral image, and now I'm going to add dimensionals to the back of that entire piece so that the whole thing is popped up on my card front. I also have some die cut white leaves from the same set, and I've tucked them in behind to add some dimension in between my flower and the embossed panel as well. Next, I stamped my sentiment, which is also from the Layers of Beauty stamp set, in Garden Green ink on a strip of white cardstock, and then I cut it so that it was centered on the front of my card before adhering it to the base. So once that was glued onto the front of my card, I also added a few more of the die cut white leaves, just so that I had a lot of depth and interest on the front of my card. And then I also added some festive red rhinestones to the front also. And that is my final project for this month's hop. Thank you for stopping by today. I'd love it if you left me a comment in the box below, and please be sure to hop along to see what everyone else has for you this month, with their links also in the description box. Thank you and happy crafting.